Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed, a brand new day. It is Tuesday, I believe. Hopefully. I mean, it's hard to say with my sense of time and how messed up it is, but apparently, let me double check on this. It is Tuesday, the 7th of April. Thumbs up on that. Birds are singing outside, the sun is shining, my cat is happy. Lately, when I've been going downstairs in the morning until I go to the bathroom, with the first thing when I get up, grab my teeth so I can wash them and then put them in, she follows me downstairs and then comes back upstairs here. So, it's nice. She used to spend most of her time just out in the rest of the house, and then she was been confined here, but now she's coming back out. So, thumbs up. She's still going to spend most of her time here because this is where I spend most of my time. So, thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, hopefully your day is going well. My day is just starting. Yesterday, I went out because I don't have a ton of money that comes in all at once, and I don't have a vehicle to drive, so I have to go out scattershot to pick up food and drink and pain medication and such. So I had to go to the store last night, and it was just quick there, quick back. I still don't understand the people that seem to gather up the whole family and make an outing of it. It doesn't seem safe, but there's plenty of people that do that, whereas I get in quickly, quietly, head down, and trying not to make a lot of noise. You know, that doesn't change anything, but it's just I don't want to be loud, and the more active you are, the more you inhale stuff that's floating in the air. So I just get in quietly, get my stuff, and leave, while the people that are being wild and crazy are still gesticulating and causing issues. And then I'm out on the street and then back home again. So, oh, itchy. Holy smokes. I gotta be careful though. Don't want to scratch it too much, or I'm going to end up damaging my flesh like I did that one time. It didn't last long. I talked about it a bit ago, but my housemates had provided me with some pain medication, and I was so fixated on scratching a part of my arm that I scratched it and scratched it and scratched it. When I noticed what I was doing, it had looked like I had torn it open with like nails. It looked like it was bleeding, but it was just petechiae, which is just, the damaged blood vessels inside leaking blood. But it doesn't kill you or anything like that. And given just a half hour of leaving it alone, and they had gone from looking like I had torn my flesh open with knives and nails to just a scattering of red marks across there. And then the next morning it was all cleared up. So you just have to be careful. You don't want to cause too much damage to your own flesh. It's not a good thing. And of course, immediately, right now I'm not too worried about touching my own face. I'm within my own home, and hopefully there aren't too many extraneous bad things that's gonna happen. But oh boy, let me tell you, I've talked with some of the clerks out there. It's like, there are a few times, I put my hands in my coat pockets when I go walking so that I'm not just randomly touching stuff, and then I just keep them there. That way I'm not going to be touching things. But there are a few times, and like it or not, I have got to scratch. And hokey smokes. So, it's like this one clerk in one store was saying, yeah, I just discovered that touching my face is my hobby. What happened here? Did I get a bug bite? I might actually have a bug bite. Or else it's just an itchy spot. I don't know, but all of a sudden it itches a lot. And yeah, I'm already causing petechiae and damage, so I gotta be careful. Yay! Oh, the damage that the flesh is heir to? Something along those lines. Definitely a thumbs up. Past that, I've just been playing video games. There's this one game I've been playing that's It's one of those retro classic type throwbacks, and it uses one of the modern Doom engine interpretations, and it's got sprites instead of 3D models, and it looks really cool. My big thing is it leans heavily into making sure you've got like effectively keys, key cards for doors, and even at that, it's some of the things you have to formulate the key, but it doesn't tell you what you need to do. You run across stuff and it'll go, quest item found, but there's no way to check what your quests are. So I spend a lot of time just wondering what the hell I gotta do next instead of engaging in violent action. So it's nice that they did that. There's actually some voice acting. The character is actually charactered. When you look in mirrors, because there's mirrors occasionally, your character is a sprite. It's not particularly well drawn, but it's nice. You know, a lot of the characters that you're fighting just look goofy rather than frightening. So the art style is kind of amateurish, but they shot for the moon, and if they hadn't put so much emphasis on key card finding instead of action, it would have been better in my view. Still, they've tried, and that's good. Like here, itchy. But still, I gotta still try and call to get through to see if I can get my food stamps turned back on anytime soon. Because the month has already been starting, they're going to have to prorate it, so they're not even going, if I get them back anytime soon, it's going to be a smaller amount than even it would be, and it's already a small amount, but anything helps. So hopefully when I start calling today, I'll be able to actually get through. That would be a good thing. And of course, been thinking about various creative things, trying my best, mostly rehashing as stated things that I've worked on before, so that I can get it clearer in my head to see if there's any side tangents that I want to run on. And if not, just to keep things fresh. So God above. I mean, everything on my face is just itching. My nose here. But that's a combination of, the hair, whiskers, hairs from my upper lip that tickle because we're right up close to your nostrils. They touch your nostrils, and you got hair in your nose. You can't really check on that. You never know when something's going to start to tickle, so yay. But doing a lot of creative work on that, and, well, again, creative work. It's all that mental stuff. So here's hoping and thinking, just reinforcing in my head, of course, the differences between, the differences between a multiverse for different multiverses would have to be very, very solid and different. Otherwise, it would just happen within the main multiverse. It's got to be something that couldn't happen within a multiverse as it exists for that multiverse to split and then things to start happening. And one of the things that there's, as much as I say, there's one Gakira, there are only 12 of the Angakira, her children, Amaterasu and her 12 cosmic horror pantheon children. Except, of course, there's a split where the multiverse split, and they exist in that one too. But that's where the people of the Infinite City decided to fight instead of abandoning the city. And so it's a major change. The entirety of that entire multiverse is just bathed within the heat, pressure, radiation, whatever you call it, of the cosmic battle that is occurring in this infinite city. It's going to have major impressions on everything happening within that universe. And then within the actual city itself, I mean, I've talked before, I've never gone into full detail because I don't want to spend a ton of detail on this stuff when it's the other stuff that I'm actually working on. But, I can't stop my head from thinking about this stuff. So, it's the people that made the city are able to find, dig out, and kill Erogots. At which point, that's when one of them, Hoki, who spends most of its time in Dream in our multiverse, bugs out. Just says, okay, that's it. But when we were, possibly going to win, not a problem. But, Erogots, goodbye. And just out of the fight. So that they're down. And then when Jima-Ray, who cannot move, being a fungal mass, when Jima-Ray is killed in the fighting and battles, then Gotzi-Ray that's its turn. Bug out. Just, no, I am out. And they leave so much that all of the other siblings, they will never be able to get Haki back. They will never get Gotzi-Ray back. So even though they're not dead, they're no longer anything that the rest of the family can even communicate with. So they're down by a quarter. And that's when they start just, like Tamakanoso, who's a runner and wants to just run, doesn't care about all this civilization trappings, doesn't care about this fighting, doesn't care about people. It just bugs out and leaves during the fighting. And then Betanira, who doesn't like being in open areas, likes cold, dark oceans. Why is it fighting here? It leaves. And then the rest of the siblings are just like, look, we got it. This is not working. We are losing. Because as big as they are, as powerful as they are, they're fighting against the resources of an infinitely large city with an infinite amount of resources and an infinite number of people and soldiers to throw at them. It takes trillions upon trillions of years, but finally the fighting does end. And the remaining surviving Gakira, Angakira, Amaterasu being the Gakira, most powerful, they do pack up and leave the city. But of course, that leaves the damage done to the infinite city, where the generals who, before the fighting, warned them that even though they had the science to create an infinitely large city and people this infinitely large city, the loss of life would be so powerful and so great and large a number that they would have to invent new science to be able to express the number that high. And even with an infinite number of workers, with an infinite number of resources and an infinite number of amount of time to repair the damage done in the fighting, it's actually at a point that it will take an infinite amount of time to repair. It will never be repaired. They will always be working on it for the rest of eternity. So it's a weird and wild multiverse with vast things that if I wanted to spend the time on it, of course I could, and I might. It's hard to say. Gotta stay creative and active during these trying times, because again, we are social herd animals, and self-isolation, which is absolutely essential, is hard on us. We're not meant for this. That's why when they put people into isolation and solitary in prison, you can permanently damage somebody's personality just by keeping them isolated. So yeah, it's hard. It's important that we do it, but it is hard. Thumbs up. And of course, turning to the other camera, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments, my community tab. There are still my reaction to a Little Peep song that just exploded on TikTok, and then the recommendations. People are still flooding me with comments after watching. I don't mind. It's nice that people watched. Very, very cool. I mean, I didn't put it on TikTok, so that's fine. Someone else did it and it blew up there. So life is life. But I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Thumbs up and thank you so much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that. And it's a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fiber, untreated ADHD, and more, I'm amazed I can remember anything at all. I can remember that yesterday I misspoke the name. Usually I say Rutherford P. Farquhar, and I said Reginald or something. So yeah, it's hard for me to even say Rutherford P. Farquhar, even now trying to say it. Anyway, though, let me call my Chrome, because this is important, and Rutherford P. Farquhar is not. We have Sebastiano Etcher, thank you very, very much. And Lauren Com 10, greatly appreciated. MILF Lover 69, how about that? And thank you. Choking to death on my own secretions. We have Brooklyn Beardy, thank you very, very much. Joshua Ralph, greatly appreciated. When I'm depressed, thumbs up and thank you. Jamie Crofton, greatly appreciated. And Jordan Jensen, thumbs up. We have Richie B, 76, greatly appreciated. Ethan C, thumbs up. We have Kyle Wren, greatly appreciated. Max Wilso, greatly appreciated. Alex Goes FTW, thumbs up and thank you. And Joe Lucia, thank you very much. Shui Ble, interesting name, thank you very, very much. We have Dagger FN, thumbs up, and Thick Julie, greatly appreciated. Crispy Lispy, thumbs up and thank you. We have PJHX, thumbs up and thank you. Then there is Cappy, greatly appreciated. Azor XNAP Live, thumbs up and thank you. 76 toes, that's a lot of toes. Thank you very, very much. Big Booty Uzi, I sure hope I'm counting correctly, but who knows. Thank you very much. And last but not least, X-Music, thumbs up and thank you. And also, happy birthday. Excuse me. Happy birthday to Kathy Kitscat, who, with all the comments that come up, I didn't get a chance to say happy birthday yesterday. Thumbs up and belated birthday. And for everybody else that has left a comment that I couldn't say thank you for, thank you all so very much. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head. Boing. Make sure I'm centered because I'm obsessive that way, slightly obsessive. Get me out of my head into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you so very, very much. It is appreciated. I'm depressed and getting out of the echo chamber of my brain. Good deal. Thumbs up. If you could, check out my various links. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you wanted to help me out and didn't want to send money to one of those two, I have a PayPal link down below. If you could check that out, that would be... Good Lord. That would be very, very cool. Definitely a thumbs up. If you wanted to help me out but didn't want to send money at all, I have an Amazon wish list link down below. If you can check that out, that would be very cool. It has things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, it would be very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I don't feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. Well, back to this one. I wanted to do some work yesterday on my closet so I could get it ready. I did not get that done. I did, on the other hand, get a bucket prepared, and I've got water that is sitting to get ready and working. Definitely a thumbs up. I'm going to work on the closet today. A good thing. It has nothing to do with anything I was talking about, but I just thought I'd mention it. Well, good Lord. Well, I have this video that you've been hopefully watching. I have another video to record, edit, and render. I have videos for my game channel. That's a good thing. Staying busy. You need to stay busy. We all need to stay busy as best you can. Don't just sit. Don't just wallow. Oh boy, isolation and quarantine. Not good for you, but necessary. So, even though I haven't changed this, I'm going to promise, but this is important still. Thumbs up for that. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Just do the best you can, and I will see you on the flip side.